What's up? I have not been slacking. I've been in London, dude. We got some stuff hopefully coming out today, tomorrow maybe. You guys familiar with Jake 100? Yeah, Jake 100. I filmed with him, what was it now? I guess it was Saturday? I don't know. Yo, what is that? So I'm gonna start this Ask Me Anything in a second here, hold on. I'm just waiting for some more people to get on here. So yeah, I was in London and I got to borrow a bike. So shout out to Adam for that. He let me borrow a brother, like a cross bike. And it was nice. It was nice to ride. I also cut all my hair off. I look weird. But yeah, so I got to ride on Saturday. I was in London for work, shooting a small documentary thing. And then also brought my cameras and my helmet and stuff so I could shoot some hotline stuff. And I filmed with Matt. You guys, if you're familiar with the Matt Watson video that I shot, it was actually right around Red Hook is when I shot it. But then he introduced me to Lou and Jake 100, so I filmed with them as well. So it was cool. It was cool to like ride around with Matt and then ride around with these guys, you know. I don't know, I'm just trying to bring some variety to the channel, and me personally, I just like all bikes, so it's not just like track bikes and fixed gears with me. I like everything, so I figure I'd give a little piece of everything. But obviously these wheelie videos are slightly different than the hotlines, but you know, we're not like dipping and diving so fast, but these guys are super talented in a different way. They're also diving and dipping between traffic, but they're on one wheel, you know. They're not going as fast, but they can go fast and hold a wheelie pretty long. It's pretty crazy. All right. Cool. So yeah. I'm gonna go on here and see. Let me see if I can log in and see your questions. Do like 10 minutes of I know the fire department's always coming here. Do like 10 minutes of questions and answers. So I don't know how I can do this. Sometimes the questions scroll really fast, so I can't see them. So I would suggest just waiting until I'm done answering. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna see if I can super chat myself and see if it'll do text to speech. Hold on real quick. $1. Now that I learned how to do this. Come on. Oh, it's $2. Hope this text to speech works. Speech with 2 E's. It just highlighted it red. What the fuck? And it didn't say anything out of my phone. Fuck. All right, whatever. Okay, let's do some questions here. Starting right after that super chat I just put up. Mitch is asking, what's my new job going to be? Well, Mitch, I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do it freelance. So I'm a DP cinematographer, and I do a lot of like internet, like lower end commercial work. I mean, that's probably the best way I can explain it. It's not quite like television series or commercial stuff. It's mostly just like smaller internet-based stuff. So I'll just be freelance doing that. I was at a production company for I guess 6 or 7 years now. So I'm just decided to get out of there. All right. Greg is asking how I got into cycling. I got into cycling when I was a kid. I bought my first bike. My mom bought me a GT Interceptor when I was like in middle school, and I started racing BMX in the ABA. And then I kind of fell out for a while and then got back in it with track bikes, like 13 years ago. All right. Let's see. Any more New York tour vids planned with Cooper Ray? Colin's asking for more tour vids. Yes. Cooper and I actually just talked yesterday about doing something. He's about to go on vacation to California to escape the cold here in New York. So we are planning on doing some filming. We haven't decided exactly what that is. I have a few ideas that I might want to do, but I think another tour would be cool. But I think he might need to prep a little bit for that, and it's also going to be really cold while we're here, or while we're filming. Hopefully that's on Wednesday or Thursday. So yes and no. We'll see. There's definitely gonna be more, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. Let me see. If you ever need any grip and lighting. Oh, Shane, yeah, I do. I would love to run. Are you you're a gaffer? And you run a G&E company. Are you in New York? I would love to, build more relationships with more gaffers, because it's always better when, you have like a relationship. The communication is really easy, a lot faster on shoots, so for sure, yeah. Thinking Time is asking, would it be cool if you set up group rides when you travel to different cities and then get to ride and meet with you? The footage. Thinking Time is asking if I should do group rides when I visit places. I would be down with that. Sometimes, a lot of times when I travel, I'm not like just traveling for vacation to go film for YouTube. It's mostly I am piggybacking off of like a production, something for my day job, and I'm just like happen to be in like for instance, I was just in London and I was for work, so I made the best of it and had a day in between ending the production and then leaving. So I was like, look, I gotta film something, so made that happen. But if I'm on vacation, yeah, if I have more time, I'd love to like do a group ride or just meet people. I'd never thought to put something out to like do a meetup like that, because I don't know, that just seems I just didn't think anyone would show up. But I would be down to meet with people. Chris is asking, do you find it hard fitting your personal projects around your daytime or career? It must be super time consuming. Yeah, it depends on how busy I am at work. I was on, I was working for a production company on salary, so the the benefit of that was I had free time in between productions and pre-production, so I could work on other things. And now that I'm freelance, I still have that ability to have free time in between and work on personal projects. It's just I have to make sure I have enough jobs to get enough money to pay my bills every month. So I actually am looking at it like I'm gonna have more time to make more YouTube videos. And as far as consuming free time with always shooting, I've always been shooting with still or video cameras for a long time, so it's just kind of what I do anyways, even if I'm just hanging out. I don't know, it's just how I I guess I always have a camera in my hand, so it's a good thing. I guess some people can look at it as a bad thing. I don't know, that's just how I live. Let me see. GGSX is asking if I'm gonna do a mountain bike hotline. I would love to. I actually filmed the first Jeff Best hotline where he was on a track bike riding through the dirt. I was on his mountain bike filming that because I didn't have a bike for that trip. So he let me borrow his mountain bike, which was 2 sizes too small for me. So I was chasing him on a full suspension. I guess it helped footage look smoother, but as far as filming a mountain bike hotline, I would be down. The problem is all the guys that I know who ride mountain bikes are much faster than me on trails. So I've been there, everyone's way faster than me. I mean, I'm not super slow, but these guys are just like much further as far as skill set and speed on a lot of the trails. So yeah, I'm down to try it. There are some challenges with filming mountain biking, especially in areas where it's like really covered. There's a lot of hard light coming through. It makes it hard to judge exposure properly. It's either too dark or too bright. You got to find that like happy medium. But yeah, definitely. I would definitely be down to do that. Isaiah's asking if you should go clipless pedals or pedals with straps. I don't know, Isaiah. Depends on what you're into. They both have their advantages. I like pedals and clipless pedals and shoes because it's a better connection to the bike. But also it sucks if you just want to go like chill and ride to get some coffee or something, then you're stuck in bike shoes. So I guess just think about it. Ayub Sakur is asking what kind of bikes I like. I like all bikes, even unicycles. I like those too. Although I can't ride one. Would I come to Malaysia? I would love to come to Malaysia. I just don't have any connections there, or I really haven't set up time to go on vacation there, but I'd love to go. How to skid on fixie? Just lock your legs and close your eyes, hold your breath, and go like this, and that's what I do. Just keep practicing, man. Perhaps a Japan film on the fixed gear, says Dog Salad. Yes, I have done one. It's called 4K Chasing Tommy Tokyo. It's not a hotline, it's another kind of video, but I suggest you should go watch it. It's a fun one. Meg is asking if I'm have any plans to go into European cities like Paris, London, Berlin, Barcelona. Yes, I was just in London, so there's a London hotline, 3 London hotlines coming out. 2 wheelie guys and Matt Watson on a track bike. I have plans to go to Paris in a few weeks. I don't know exactly when. I haven't bought tickets yet. And then while I'm there, I would love to go to Barcelona since once you're in Europe, everything's so close. Marco, I'm sorry about the hotline. There's no name to the song. I've talked about this before. It's a commercial for a cell phone. Just search Barentsen hotline on YouTube and you will find it eventually. Please tell your friends. How many bikes do I have? I have right now 5, but only 4 are in working order. One is kind of like a commuter pedal assist electric thing that I'm gonna use to get groceries one of these days. I haven't put it together. It's still sitting over there. How old am I? I'm old, man. I'm 36. I've been riding bikes for a long time, but riding them keeps your face looking somewhat young. Christopher's asking, how did you make it so that the front pole shot doesn't show the actual pole in the video? Well, funny you should ask that, Christopher. It's a 360 camera. Let me see if I have one in here. I don't. It's a 360 camera. So if you get a 360 camera like this is the GoPro Fusion. The mount is right here. So when this lens sees like a little more than 180 degrees, this lens sees more than 180 degrees, and when they meet at the bottom, there's an area that is overlapping, and that's exactly where the pole goes. So basically, it removes the pole from the video, and it's not me doing anything magic, it's just what a 360 camera kind of is designed to do. So I'm just using it in that way. So when you set up a 360 camera, you would think, oh, I want to point the lens at my face, but that's actually incorrect. If you want the pole to not be in the shot and you want your face in the shot, you have to figure out a way to hide the pole. So say, like the Cooper Ray video, if you want this to be on his head like I had it, most people you would think you want to point the camera like this with a pole coming off your helmet, but you turn the camera this way and it comes off the helmet. So then everything behind it is invisible. It's magic. I think that's the first time I've revealed a camera trick to you guys. It's not really a trick. It's just about, you know, just experimenting with stuff. That's kind of what I was doing to figure that out. So there's that. Daniel's asking about Chicago. Yes, I've been there before, not with a bike. I'd love to come and shoot in Chicago. I'm just gonna wait till it warms up. It's fucking cold there. It's cold here too, but I know it's way colder there. You guys have that huge lake. Okay. Oh, Noel's asking what dropper post I have. I have the Fox Transition. Fox. I have a Fox dropper. Just look up Fox dropper post. That's what I have. I already answered that question. I'm 36 years old. Miguel wants to know if I ever go rock climbing. I don't. I should though, because I feel like my upper body is just like turning into nothing. I used to ride BMX and mountain bikes a lot more, and my upper body was a little bit bigger, and I feel like since I've not been riding BMX, I've been turning into bones up here. Have NYC police ever managed to pull me over? Yes, the last time I got pulled over in Prospect Park, and they gave 3 of us a ticket for riding in the park in the wrong direction when it was 30 degrees out and no one was in the park. It was absolute bullshit. So we fought the ticket and we won. We didn't pay the ticket, so there. Did you crash at the end of Safa's hotline when the motorcycle pulled out in front of you? I did not. I slid almost right into him, but I did not crash into him. It was close. Yeah. Have you ever ridden an e-bike? Yes, I have. I've ridden a super commuter, a Copenhagen wheel. I own one. They actually gave me one. I was supposed to make videos for them about it, but I don't really know. I've reached out to them, but they haven't responded, so I don't know if the contact there has left, but I still have the wheel. So I'm still planning on using it and making videos, but it's taken me a little longer. Let me see. Matt's asking what you earn as a bicycle messenger in New York City. I wouldn't know. I'm not a bicycle messenger. I know a few. I know that it's hard work, man. You gotta work your ass off. Those guys work their ass off. So. Let me see. That's a better question for like Kelsey. Let me see. Oh. Exodus is asking the same question. Okay. Noel's asking, he's going about New York City. Any bike shop suggestions or general travel suggestions? Noel, it depends on where you're staying in New York. New York is a big city. There's 5 different boroughs you can stay in, and they're all kind of spread out. And in each borough, you can be in a really far corner, and it might be hard to find your way to like Manhattan. I imagine you want to go there since you're a tourist. Just, learn the subway maps. Try to rent a bike while you're here. Do a city bike, do something. You'll get to know the city much faster than staying in a car or a subway. And I feel like you'll have a better time. And if I was you, I would go to Deluxe Cycles or King Cog or Sun and Air. Those are my 3 bike shops I would highly recommend. Any tips for moving to New York City on a starving artist budget? Well, I would say save your starving artist budget up for a little bit, and come, with a nice savings, and make a friend. Try to find someone where you can maybe visit first and get the lay of the land, and then figure out where you want to live, and then go on Craigslist or however people find apartments and do it that way. You can live for cheap here. You just have to eat dollar slices and change your lifestyle. I would also recommend not moving here until the middle of spring is a good time to move here. You don't want to move here in the dead of winter. You're going to be really upset. What is your best tip on life? Just my one best tip, I would say, do things that make you and others around you happy. Andres is asking about Bogota in 2020. I'm saying Bogota in 2019. I don't know why I have to wait a whole year. I want to go there now. So yeah, I'd love to go. Justin's asking what the most scared I've been on a hotline. Well, that's an easy one. That was with Safa. Yeah, I was terrified at times, but hey, I did it for you guys. Have I ever tried the DJI Pocket? I have not. It looks like a cool tool for filming. It looks like it's just your cell phone with a gimbal, really, in a smaller package, which is cool. So I would recommend using it. I would also recommend, people are heavy into just gimbal this, gimbal that, just gimbal everything. You don't need a gimbal for everything. In fact, the gimbal kills the mood and the vibe sometimes. Obviously, the Hotline, the whole series revolves around a gimbal and where it's placed. That's what kind of ties the series together, that and not cutting the camera. But there's other videos that I've made that have no gimbal at all, and they won't have the same kind of action or movement if it was all gimbals. I have plans to go to France. I should be going to Paris here in, I don't know, next couple weeks. We'll see. Hello, I'm going to Colombia soon. Yes, I think I talked about that. John Lee's asking about any Canadian cities. I would love to go back to Montreal with a bike. Hopefully that's happening soon. I know there's an event out there. I've been in conversation with some people who throw a crit race out there, so hopefully I can make it up there for that. My last 22 bike, I would say go to the website. I worked out a trade. I did a video for them, so they made that bike for me. I didn't pay any money, but if you go to their website, 22bikes.com, I believe, you can find the pricing on all that stuff. Miguel's asking about Portland and filming there. I have not. I haven't. I should go though. You're right. It's a beautiful place. I've been there before, but just not on a bike. David's asking about the oldest road bike I've ridden. I had a 90. I've had a 90 Greg LeMond. It was my first road bike. I know that's not that old, but that's the oldest bike that I've owned. It was a great bike. It got me into road riding, which that bike got me into shape to ride more bikes. So there's a huge piece of my heart. That bike has a huge piece of my heart. You have life insurance, I hope. Nope, I don't. What do I think about traffic in Jakarta? I think it's very, very dense, but not that hard to navigate on a bike. It's actually not. It's just so crowded that you can't even ride fast anyways. You can when it opens up, but it's just so dense that it's like riding through a parking lot, I guess. It's not that bad. It's very similar to New York, except for the drivers give you a little more room. I liked it in Jakarta. Hoping I get to go back this year. Isaiah's asking when I got into filmmaking and photography. I don't know, man. I've been doing it for a while. I'd say like 2000. I don't know. I guess I've only been doing it for 10 years or so. Any single speed chain line tips? Yeah, man, get your chain line straight. You need to know what's up with your bike. Is your bike made to be a single speed? If it's not, you're gonna have issues. If it is, then you check if your bike is bent. Also your bottom bracket, the spacing on that. I think that's pretty much. I guess your spacing on your rear wheel could be off too, but that would be strange. I don't know. I don't have any tips. I'm not really I'm knowledgeable about bike mechanic stuff, but I'm not a bike mechanic. So if my friend Richard was here, he can answer that for you. Yes, I want to go to Chicago. No plans to go yet, but I'd love to. Maybe when it warms up. How can we find the hotline track? You can find the hotline track by searching oh my God, what is it called? It's a hotline cell phone commercial from like the 80s. Look it up on YouTube. Charles is asking what inspired the hotline series. Like all of my videos on YouTube, it was just experimenting with the camera. I wanted to test out the GoPro on a gimbal and different positions. And once I shot a test with an old friend, I realized that the shot held, like it was engaging enough to hold the shot for a very long time. So I figured instead of like making a bunch of cuts, which I feel is very, very popular in YouTube videos, and actually just in society in general, everyone has like a really short attention span. I felt like a hotline would be the opposite of that, and there would be no cuts. And I would let the viewer get a chance to see how a person rides through traffic, and then I feel like it holds, the intensity builds over time because the camera never cuts. And it actually does the opposite of what fast cutting does. Or it does the same, but it's the opposite. So yeah, that's how that came about. And I'm glad you guys like it so far. How come Rupert K didn't make it on the top 10 watched videos? Rupert K didn't make it because it was only based off of views in 2018. It was just views, so it just didn't have high enough view count on it. That's all it was. I didn't pick, that wasn't a personal choice. That was actually the internet's choice based off of how many times things were watched. There was other videos that I'd obviously, if it was like all time, like the Cooper Ray, the original one, would definitely be up there. It would be, you know, at least top 3 for sure. Do you use film or card in your SLR cameras? I don't own any SLR. Oh, I do own an SLR camera. I almost lied to you there. This is the only SLR camera I own. It's a Nikon F4. And I usually have it loaded with Tri-X. What's in there now? Oh, no, it's not Tri-X, it's something else. I don't really know what that is. Some old film. But yeah, this is a beast of a camera. So film. Julian's asking my preference. Preference for what? Just riding in general? I don't have a preference. It depends on, it's like using the right tool for the right job. If I'm filming, I'd rather be on the single speed. I do like death grips. Did you get rid of your giant road? Mitch is asking about my giant road bike. I actually crushed it. It cracked on me in last April. I was actually cleaning it, and I realized there was a huge crack through the top tube. It was a carbon bike, so yeah, I had to get rid of it. So I put all the parts from it on my old Ritchie, and then I sold my Ritchie to somebody. What's my favorite city to ride in? My favorite city to ride in is New York City, the current city I live in. What are my favorite, who are your favorite 3 YouTubers of all time? Oh man, I don't know. Because a lot of the YouTube channels that I watch, it's not just like one person like this, like that talks to the camera or whatever, or makes videos. I like channels that are more educational. So I really like I like quarter snacks, like it's a lot of skateboard stuff that I watch. I guess that's not educational. What else do I like? I don't know. Here, let me look at my subscriptions real quick. Yeah, I watched Thrasher. I watched Jenkem Mag, Vice News. I watched TED. I'm all over the place, I guess. I don't watch a lot of bike stuff. Like I'm subscribed to like Dustin Klein and Matt Reyes, those guys, but I don't know, I guess I just don't tune into all the other stuff, because I just don't like them clogging up my feed with stuff that I'm not interested in. Let me go back here. What else do we got? The man behind the camera. What? Oh. Okay. Vincent's asking about the aspect ratio, or is it native from GoPro? My aspect ratio that I've been currently using is 21:9, and I've had a lot of people message me or comment saying, leave it 21:9, don't put the black bars on it. And the reason that I put the black bars on it is because YouTube will only allow you to put the end title cards on the very end of the video on a 16:9 video. So I have to put the stupid bars on there, but I edit at a 21:9 ratio. And the reason that I do that is because I feel like the GoPro on ultra wide, there's too much sky, way too much sky in the shot. So I crop it. I basically do that crop and remove some of the lens distortion, and then I push the image down a little bit. Well, that's the reason why. So no, I edit the footage that way. Let's see. There are a lot of riders left in New York who I haven't filmed yet, who I need to film. There's a lot of talented people here that still need to be filmed. So yes. Gambler's asking if I still skate. I haven't actually went to go like skate for the day in a while, especially in the winter. I normally would just hit it hard in the summers, but it's been a while. And I'm a little nervous. If I was to go skate like tomorrow, I would be a little nervous about it, because you know, you gotta get your bones strong again, jumping around, and it's hard on your body if you haven't done it for a while. So maybe this summer I'll skate again. Greg is asking if I'm a native New Yorker. I grew up somewhere else. I grew up in the Bay Area in California. I was born in Vallejo, California, if you guys know where that is, and then did a lot of growing up in the North Bay, and then lived in San Francisco for a long time, all over the country, Alaska, New Mexico, Texas, South Korea for a little bit, and then I live in New York now. Nice. Wayne is asking me if I used to ride BMX. Yes, that's how I got into riding bikes. I never really rode street until I got older, and you know, I never went hard. I wasn't that good. I was good enough. I had a little bit of bike handles, just flat ground shit. I never went hard. But yeah, I still enjoy pedaling on BMX around. Luke's asking if I do any motion work. I know After Effects well enough to get around, but I haven't done it in a long time, so no. Just shooting at it, really. And I just, for work, outside of YouTube stuff, all I do is I just shoot. I don't edit at all. I just edit my YouTube stuff. What's my preferred frame material? Any material that'll make my bike ride fun. I don't know. I don't have a preferred. Hello, this guy's asking again how old I am. I'm 36. Hey dude, show your window view, okay? This isn't my house, by the way. This is my old studio that I'm currently gonna be moving out of soon. Let's go for a little look-see. Can you see? yeah. All right. What else? Yeah, I lived in Gunsan City, South Korea. And I do plan on going to Japan again soon. I don't know when. I don't have any plans yet, but I want to go back again with a bike. Obviously, I want to go everywhere with a bike. Have I traveled by touring bike? No, I don't own a touring bike, and I've never done that. I've only done like 2 days at a time. Lewis, like I just said, I don't have much experience doing multi-day rides, so I would be the wrong person to ask about that. But good luck. Sebastian's asking about Colombia. Yes, hopefully this year. I would love to come to Colombia. Luke's asking about Richie or All City. I would say Richie because I've never owned an All City, but I'm sure those are really good bikes. Have I ever gotten in trouble with local authorities around the world? In London, on Saturday, we got yelled at by a taxi cab driver, and he said that he's going to report us to the authorities that he has us on video or something. I thought that was funny. But no, I haven't gotten into any trouble yet. Have I ever came across Casey Neistat? Wayne is asking about Casey Neistat, if I've ever came across him. I have, one time. I was riding my bike across the Manhattan Bridge, and him and some other guy were on electric bikes, pedaling this way at me, blocking the whole way, not looking at each other. And I like screamed right when they got super close, and I like scared him. And I was like, yo, watch out. I was like, oh, what's up, Casey? And I just kept going. I thought that was pretty funny. Charles is asking how long I've been filming cycling. I've been filming cycling for, I don't know, four years, I guess, 5 years, off and on. Would I consider doing a video commenting over past, present footage, talking about pivotal things I've learned and how your style has evolved? I can talk about it right now. I don't know if I'd be down to like do like a breakdown of my stuff, but maybe. My style evolves with me just experimenting with the camera. That's where it comes from. I just experiment with things, and I have ideas for new things, and I try it, and then maybe something doesn't work properly, so I try to fix that, and I just keep working on it and keep evolving. And when it comes to bikes, if you're filming bike to bike, I always think the smaller the camera, the better, especially if you're traveling. I have access to bigger cameras, but it's just, it's just more of a pain in the ass to film with. Francis, actually I was supposed to meet with Francis, right? Francis. He was in New York, and then we switched spots. I went to England when he was here, and then when I came back, it just didn't work out. How fast on average city hotline rides? It depends, man. It depends on who I'm filming, because obviously I like to stay behind them, so get them in the shot. So depends on. I usually put a Strava link in the description, so if you ever want to know, just look down there, click that link, it'll show you our ride. Do you personally ride in mini races? I think I saw you. Yes. Two Wheels is asking about if I race. I don't like race. No, I don't race. But I do like, I don't know, gravel races. Like I'm not entering them to like, I mean, I'm riding fast, but I know I'm not gonna win. I'm not like training or anything like these other guys, but I'm doing it because I enjoy riding my bike and I enjoy hanging out and attending these events and supporting these events. So that's why I do it. But yeah, are you gonna do Farmer's Daughter? You should. It's a fun one. I did it last year. Is video and photo your main source of income, or do I have other jobs? Yes, video is my only source of income. Andre, I don't know how to say your name, man, I'm sorry. Andrzej. Sorry, man. Have I considered collaborations with other YouTube creators? Yes, and I have done some. I've done one with Kelsey, I just did one with Jake 100. So hopefully more in the future, I don't know. I'm sure I missed a few, sorry. Oh, Cheat Death. Do you back up your files? Could you explain your preferred method? Yes, I back up my files. I can tell you real quick. Let's see. Let me switch this camera around. Okay. This is my computer. It's an iMac. That's me. And this computer has no memory in it. Absolutely not. It has 500 gigs of solid state memory. So when I do all my video editing, I don't use this hard drive in this computer at all. This just runs my software. And then I have a working drive. This is my working drive. Check out the stickers. Anyways, and this is a solid state. It's a terabyte. This is my main working drive. And then, so I take everything off my cards, put it in my working drive, I start editing, and while I'm doing that, I have a duplicator here, and as you can see, I have video 3. This is a 4 terabyte. It's basically video archive, and then I have a video archive backup. Here's some other ones that are out because I was doing some stuff with old footage. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's a safe in the back that has, the backup drives in case like if there's a fire or something. So everything's double backed up, and then there's things on the working drive. And then I upload to YouTube, and then I, back everything up. So that's how I do it. Do I ride fix? Would be nice to see a hotline. Yes, I ride fix. My preferred filming method is on a single speed, just because I can get a lot closer and not have to worry about sliding into the rider if there's something that happens in front of both of us. It keeps the camera more stable, but I ride fixed. I don't race or anything fixed, yeah, I have a track bike. Have you ever ridden an old European city with lots of climbs and cobblestones? Lewis is asking about old European cities with cobblestones. Yes, this summer I was in Italy and I rode on a bunch of gravel and then rode to the city where it was like a gravel up to cobblestone climb. It was super, super fun. The Ramsey Guitars is saying, New York Minute was one of the most beautiful things I've seen. Can we expect more like that? Yes, you can. Probably even a little better, because I'm going to try to record some sound this time. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Ramsey. I really like that video myself. I wish more people would watch it. Oh, Andrew, it's Andrew. Okay, cool. You said you watched Dustin Klein. You ever consider filming with him? I have filmed with him. If you look at one of my old Monster Truck videos, he's in it towards the end. But I haven't filmed him riding his bike, but that would be something cool to do in the future. Dustin, if you're watching this, say hello. Or go to Dustin's page and tell him we should make this work, huh? Mitch is asking, the 5-borough ride? I've never done it. I have friends who do it. I haven't done it yet. I would be open to it. I don't really have anything else really to say about it, I guess. Yeah, Andre, a lot of this footage takes up a lot of space. I'm shooting in 4K and sometimes it's 2 cameras, so it starts to take up space. So yeah, I have a lot of hard drives. There's a lot of hotlines. And these are all filling up. I have to buy another hard drive here soon. Another 2. Every time I buy one, I have to buy 2 because I need a regular and then I need the backup. I'm living in the countryside with a lot of gravel rods. Does it make sense to buy a fixie bike? No. I would say no. I mean, yeah, you could ride it, but if that's your only bike, I would say no. Get a gravel bike, a cross bike. You'll have more fun. Matt's asking when my last puncture was. In San Francisco, I slit my rear tire and had to walk to a bike shop and get a new tire. It wasn't patchable. Most photogenic town in the world, San Francisco. Okay guys, thank you for being a part of this. I'm gonna answer 3 more questions and I'm gonna go. I feel like I've been on here for 53 minutes. Crazy. How do you mount your gimbal to your helmet? If I had it here, I could show you right now, but basically you get the gimbal and you mount it on the helmet. You can use anything you want, tape, glue, GoPro strap, whatever. Just any way to get it on there. All right. Do you know the ratio of Raha? Nope. Oh, thank you. I love how you seamlessly mix background music and ambient sound on your videos. I noticed that your video with Kelsey and Liam, where did you get the inspiration for music to use on your videos? Well, Luis, I just, I don't know, I pretty much edit the video out to a certain length and I don't get too specific with it and I let it run kind of open. I cut out all the dead spots, put it together, and then I fire up something to smoke or whatever. I change my headset, my mindset a little bit. Maybe I'll go on a bike ride and come back, and then I'll play music. I'll just cycle through a bunch of music tracks while I'm watching it, and then I'll just kind of pick up on how it feels with the writing. And then lately I've been picking a lot of kind of more scores or cinematic kind of things, because I feel like, I don't know, it's just the kind of mood I've been in. It feels like it's been working. So thank you for noticing that. I will apologize to those of you who are here right now about the hotline with Matt in London that I just shot. I just realized that something happened to the microphone on his portion of the hotline, so there will not be good audio for that, unfortunately. I'm really upset about it, but there's nothing I can do. It's a waste of energy. It already happened. Is there a particular... Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Do you recommend fixies for beginners? Yeah, I recommend just riding a bike for a beginner. Any bike you can get your hands on, just go ride. Get your, get your confidence up, get your skills up, get your lungs moving. It's good for the brain. Is there any particular rider you can follow due to speed and skills that I can't follow? Safa was one that I knew I was gonna have trouble with. Cooper sometimes is really hard to follow because of his lines. They're super flowy and cars close up on me. Mario has he pushes a big gear. He was really hard to stay with because I was just out of shape when I was filming him. There's plenty of people I can't film. So I just try to do my best, I'm not I'm less, these guys are all crazy fast and athletes, and I'm basically just hanging on because I'm behind them, and I'm drafting them basically. It makes it easier for me. Let's see. Matthew Bates is asking when the London videos are coming out. Hopefully, I have one right here on the screen with Jake 100. And I think I'm just gonna leave it kind of raw like this. And put it out here. It should be, I'll have it up tomorrow morning. How about that? I just gotta get some music and I'll put this one up because, yeah. Jake's a really cool guy. If you guys are in London and know Jake, man, tell him what's up. Watch the video. Thanks, Boris, for hanging out. This guy, I answered that before. My day job, I'm a DP cinematographer, so I do video work. Scott Harris, what's up, my dude? I was introduced to your work well after I was already doing some of these hotline stuff. Some of the guys here in New York put me onto your stuff. It's rad, man. Yeah, and I noticed the tracks you were using have copyright issues on them. It's a tricky thing. I pull music, I live record music. I find tracks that YouTube has a whole database of free music you can use. You just have to really dig and search for stuff. I was recently just blessed by I was recently just blessed by MusicBed, which is a music licensing platform, and they have like a bunch of artists there. So I'm with them I just signed a contract with them, so I have access to all their music. And it wasn't even that bad. I think it's like $15 a month, and you have access to royalty-free music. There's a link in all my videos if you want to check that out. It helps me out if someone clicks the link and then becomes a member. But what else? Among all the riders, who do you think has the most control of fixie bikes? Sebastian, that would be an easy one. Well, that's actually a hard one. Safa has mad control with speed. Matt Reyes has mad control in other ways, so they both have a lot of control, just in different ways. Wayne is asking about my rides on Strava. I don't get out as often right now. It goes through phases as far as like how much I'm on my bike. I was just in London for a week, so like I said, I didn't have a bike. So sometimes I'm gone for a few days, especially now in New York, it's the winter. My bike rides are like 2 hours, maybe 3 tops. It's just too fucking cold. My toes get cold, my hands get cold. So this time of year, I just kind of do what I can do to ride, and usually that means I'm riding short on the dirt, like just more having fun, playing around. It's less like training, like big miles or anything. it's also a really good time to travel and go ride, and that's hopefully what I'm gonna be doing in the next couple of weeks. I have some plans to go places here soon, so hopefully I can show you guys some of the places I went. Oh, Series is asking about the hotline with Lucas Burnell. I have a video in Lucas Burnell. I just haven't, I haven't edited yet. I actually, to be honest with you guys, I probably have like 7 videos with different people that aren't even, they're just not cut up yet. Sometimes I put them, like, for instance, the Lucas one, I was in Miami, so I put out like 3 Miami videos, so I was like, I should give Miami a break and put out some other stuff and then come back to Lucas. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's less of a hotline, it's more of we just went on a group ride. So there's that. So yeah, I don't know, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully Lucas and I, we've talked about working on something together here in the future, so that'll be cool. Yes, I was filming in London. This isn't my house. This is a studio. It'd be sick if this was my house. This isn't even gonna be my studio anymore. I have to move out of here soon. Oh, look at that. My mom is online, everybody. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys this on the internet, but that is my mom. Marie Sebesta in the comments. Wow. Hi, Mom. Sebastian, all the hotline stickers are sold out. I'm waiting. They should be delivered here shortly. As soon as they're out, there's 6 people who have ordered them, and they, like weeks ago, around the holidays, and they got lost in the mail. Those fucking, they're getting sent out soon, and I'm gonna put extra stickers in there for those 6 people. I apologize. And as soon as they're up, I will make a post on YouTube on the little, like, whatever story thing. I'll also put it on Instagram. Don't worry, I'm gonna put a full blast out because you're not the only one who's asked about the stickers. Yeah, dude. I'm happy to hear people are using the videos while they're on their Zwift. That's really cool. Helmet mirrors, that sounds like a cool idea. Yeah, I got nothing against them. I've never had one, but do your thing. Any tips on creating a bike YouTube channel? I would say just, you gotta go out there and experiment, man. Just go film, and film with whatever you have, and edit with whatever you have. We live in a cool, weird time where you can live stream from your phone like I'm doing now, or you could shoot with a phone and edit it on your phone and upload it straight to YouTube from your phone. So use what you have and make it happen. And then just keep finding ways to make it better. Pedro, I would love to go to Portugal. Yes. No plans right now, but yes. The Ramsey, you can send me any of your soundscapes you want. I'd love it. Pedro, the camera and the gimbal is linked in the description of all the videos. And any of the hotline videos. Okay, that was well over 3 questions. I gotta go. It's been an hour on here. Thanks for tuning in and dealing with the awkwardness of me talking to the camera. I feel like I'm getting better at it, but thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow with a fresh upload with the hotline, Jake 100. Seth! That's my brother, Seth Sebesta. Love you, Seth. All right, guys. I'll see you later.